Good evening. Thanks for being here tonight. We begin on Mount Washington, where they say the Pineapple Express is not hitting the ski resort nearly as badly as it is its mainland neighbors. 3 hills on Vancouver's North Shore have been forced to close in recent days because of the rain, and that includes Cypress Mountain, scheduled to host the skiing and snowboarding events at the 2010 Olympics next month. That has led some to speculate, or perhaps to dream, that some of those events may be shifted to Mount Washington instead. As Gord Kurbis shows us tonight, the resort will host a number of Olympic athletes, but an actual Olympic event is likely just a pipe dream.
Despite the falling rain, skiers and boarders at Mount Washington Alpine Resort were still smiling today and giving the ski resort good reviews.
Once you get up to the top, you can see in front of you perfectly fine. It's a little bit chunky. Snow's not that bad, not icy at all. I don't know, it's not even that cold out, so I'm having a good time.
It's not bad. The weather's mild, snow's a little heavy, but the conditions up top, it's snowing up top.
The resort has been hit with rain over the past few days, but this afternoon it was turning to snow on the top half of the mountain. And staff are hoping this little mogul in the weather is behind them.
In the last 5 days, we've only lost about 10 to 15 centimeters. So overall, conditions are fine. We've got 100% of our front side of the mountain runs open.
Even though there are bare spots showing on some runs, conditions here are better than at places like Cypress Mountain, which is now closed. The West Vancouver Mountain says it has to preserve its snow for Olympic competition. But Mount Washington got an early winter advantage.
Especially in November, we received something like, 5 meters of snow in a week and a half to a 2-week period. And that snow had a relatively high moisture content. So even a week of rainfall really isn't going to impact that too much.
With resorts in the Lower Mainland running into difficulties, speculation and rumors have begun that perhaps Mount Washington could host some of those Olympic events. Resort staff say the chances of that happening are pretty close to zero, but they say you can still come here for a taste of the Olympics. The resort has become accustomed to hosting international athletes, and shortly they'll be welcoming more than 250 Olympic and Paralympic athletes from 12 international teams.
We're going to see a lot of teams arriving right through the end of January into the first 2 weeks of February. So it'll be exciting and a great opportunity for people from Vancouver Island to come and see the world's best do what they do best before heading over to the Olympic Games.
The resort is expecting that the combination of having the world's best on its slopes plus the busyness of the Lower Mainland will help draw more visitors to cross over here.
In our reservation center, we've seen a lot of people calling through looking to basically escape Vancouver during the 2010 Games.
The first of the Olympic athletes will arrive on January 20th when the Chinese biathlon team arrives. On Mount Washington, Gord Kurbis, A News.